What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? How are you guys doing? It's Tuesday, June 7th, 2022. Thank you for joining me here tonight for another metallic episode of Music of Destruction, bringing you the very best in metal-related content right here on YouTube, on one of the only metal channels that matters. If you missed anything in the past week, click that eye, bring it down. Everything you need to get caught up is there. I would certainly appreciate it. Subscribe and turn on that notification bell for all notifications so you know when I post a new video. You're looking at one of the most brutally honest, upfront, and opinionated metal channels on the fucking platform. If you like that, great. If you don't, fuck off. Welcome to Album Review Tuesdays here on the channel. Tonight we're going deep beneath the earth into Poland for a look at a pretty recent OSDM band that hails from Warsaw with Clairvoyance-Threshold of Nothingness. Before we get into the review, I'm going to show you guys the cassette aesthetics or cosmetics like I did in the Putrid Evocation versus Clairvoyance review. So that's the blue shelled edition, limited to 35. This tape inlay is really fucking cool as well. Show you guys that really quick. Looks absolutely amazing. Very awesome stuff. Yeah, man, I'm really excited to have this tape. It's just absolutely sick. I've been blasting this mini album all day. Now, Threshold of Nothingness was released in 2022 on Blood Harvest Records. Now, the band has also released their self-titled demo in 2020 on Putrid Cult Productions as well. But before we get into the review, I'm going to give you guys a bit of background history on the band. Now, Clairvoyance borrow heavily from the Incantation school of thought and the Immolation school of thought, okay? Both in their aesthetics and their approach to their riffcraft. Now, they're all encompassing atonality, collides against tritones and chromaticism, which is very, very cool. And they break up the chaos with labored doom passages at unexpected junctures, which I think is awesome. But Clairvoyance kind of also take the reverse approach at times, whereby a track gradually builds with a slow but persistent doom tempo, with the guitars piling on the layers with each repetition, which I think works really well, to the point where the tension waiting for the release becomes almost unbearable. Now, the music ends up exploding into chaotic blasting just when you'd given up hope. The chaos is augmented by liberal use of statical power chords that add a throbbing, abrasive contrast to the tremolo sections. That's kind of what they sound like, and yeah, it's just an awesome fucking band, man. Alright, we have, for the lineup, we have Adrian on drums, Dennis on guitars, Masij on vocals, Lipek on guitars, and Kajper on bass. Now, I'm not Polish, so if I got the names wrong, I truly apologize for that. Alright, let's get into it. The album opens up with Decline into Oblivion, and the band wastes absolutely no time at all, pummeling you into oblivion, and the relentless blasting and low-end filth-ridden riffs reminds me of a lot of Immolation and Incantation simultaneously colliding in the cosmic black hole of nothingness. Now, drums are cavernous and definitely lend to the morbid fascination of everything bleak and abysmal, and the track feels as if it's pulling deep into oblivion and the forgotten depths of nowhere. And the atmosphere obviously is the name of the game here, but it also has enough punishment to keep you banging your head for this entire awesome opener. Next, we have The Curse, and there's enough of a hook-laden main riff in this one to break up the cacophony for just a little bit, to further embed the atmosphere of this one even deeper into your subconscious. And the overall structure and songwriting really adds to its nightmarish, horrifying, dirty, filth-ridden production as well, which does nothing but make the album stand out with its muddy riffs, drums, bass. And the vocals here sound like something straight out of a cavernous black hole in the void of space, and it works very, very well. This is another killer fucking track. Next up, we have Chronicles of Emptiness, and this one is a lot more doom-laden in a lot of ways. It's a bit of a slower-paced crawl through putrid, vile wastelands of nothingness and pure black despair, filled with inner struggles and the fervorous grasp of existentialism. And it's certainly present in the cutting of the soul-ridden despair, so to speak, and the atmosphere here is bone-crushing and soul-shredding, and the darkness that emanates over this track and album is phenomenal. This is not your normal death metal, okay? Yes, it does have a lot of Incantation and Immolation worship, but Clairvoyance sound very unique in my opinion, and while these influences are present, they are simply not replicating the aforementioned bands' style, so don't worry about that. Alright, let's check out Chronicles of Emptiness here on Music of Destruction. Enjoy. we are back, and yeah, this is an absolute crushing fucking track. Next up, we have Cairn of Souls, and as if the album isn't crazy enough, this one reminds me of a death-ridden graveyard miasma rising from the ashes of oblivion and engulfing everything and everyone in its past, as its mass of pure darkness and evil that just obliterates and infects every living thing and everything in the universe with its cerebral bore into the skull, with relentless pummeling and low-end churning filth-ridden brutality. And it's so goddamn good that you'd swear there was no escaping the album's dark grasp on all of your senses. This is one of the heaviest on the album as well, and the blast beats are incredibly versatile and talented, but then again, so is the entire fucking band and album. Now, there's a reason that I bought this mini album right after hearing only one track, The Curse, which debuted on their Bandcamp. It's absolutely awesome. This is killer stuff. Closing out this 24-minute mini album is Tarnished Vessel, and this is a 7-minute, soul-rendering, mind-shattering insanity that has reached its peak with a simultaneous emphasis on both the inner struggles, space, and darkness. The way all these emotions collide on this album is extremely well done with immaculate precision, and the timing is impeccable. No track here feels forced or like it was rushed. This is a track that has a lot of doom metal about it as well, and it creates a profoundly powerful despair-filled atmosphere as the track pummels you into dust from its bone-crushing guitar work, drums, and bass, and of course, those abysmal, dark, cosmic, cavernous vocals that are omnipresent all over the record that give it such a horrifying, dark feel and presence. This is an absolutely killer cosmic OSDM album, and any fan of this genre is going to love Threshold of Nothingness. And I'm very excited to see what Clairvoyance do next, because if this is any indication, I can't wait for a fucking full length. It's going to be amazing. The final verdict for Threshold of Nothingness from Clairvoyance is getting a 10 out of 10. This is immaculate OSDM with some doom metal in it as well. Alright guys, there you have it, another album review in the books here on the channel. I hope you enjoyed this premiere. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, turn on that bell for all notifications. Merchandise available at Teespring, link in the description there, as well as bonfire.com/store/music-of-destruction. Thank you to everybody who's been buying merch. Danelle and I are coming up with new designs. She's working on my green screen set. It's going to look absolutely amazing, so thank you guys. Join the channel, become an MOD Elite. Amazing perks at $4.99 per month. You get exclusive content, review requests, band interviews and promotions, collaborations if you have a metal channel, and a lot more. Have an awesome night, guys. We will see you for Album Ranking Wednesdays. Cheers, everybody.